Welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2018, and I've just taken the next story mission after improving our skills a little bit in screwing and unscrewing. So this one's a little bit different. It's starting to introduce a little bit more complexity. The car status, there are lots of faulty parts, but we don't know what they are, so we gotta go and investigate stuff. I've obviously found one, which is the ignition coils. It's a fairly good idea. Well, in fact, let's just take a look at the car status. It's basically saying something wrong with the timing components. So I guess that would be whatever controls valves, whatever ignites fuel. Is there any belts? Do we have a timing cover? Well, we can have a look at that one. What else do I need to take off first? Serpentine belt B? No, not taking you off. Okay, so we can take one belt off. Can we take the other belt off now? Take the tensioner off, or the idler, whatever you want to call it. Okay, and now can I take this off, or do I still need to take all these other parts off as well? Okay, we're taking off quite a few bits. I have to take the water pump off. You can obviously see that's a lot faster to remove a lot of the stuff though, now that we've got that skill upgrade. Alright, and I guess we now got the timing belt, which we can take off. And let's see, if I take out the ignition coils as well, let's see how many of these kind of parts we've found that are... let's just focus on the head cover. Yeah. Okay, so let's exit out. How many parts have we found? Ignition coils only. Great. Okay, let's check the inventory then. What have we got? Actually, this is from a previous job, so I'm going to sell you, and you, and you. Okay, so it's just the ignition coils so far, but there's still more on here that's broken. according to this anyway, there's 4 more parts we've got to find. Oh my. Let's take off the engine head cover then. We need to go deeper. Alright, spark plugs. Is it just the spark plugs? Not the spark plugs. Right. Alright. They look, the camshafts don't look particularly nice. Is it the camshafts? So if we take out the cam gears. Okay, and yeah, camshaft. Okay, now we know everything we need. So 2 camshafts, 2 cam gears, the ignition coils, and that should be it. So let's see what we can actually buy. Engine. So we're gonna need, let's just look up cam. Let's see if it will such. 2 cam gears. What kind do I actually need? That is a good point. Does it tell us just a regular cam gear and a regular camshaft? Nothing special on the name. So 2 of you. And 2 of you. And we need ignition coils as well, don't we? Ignition coil. And we need 4 of these. Alright, let's see if we can actually put this back together again. Let's start on the top, shall we? So we need part mount mode. And we're going to put the camshafts in. Yeah, 1 there. 1 there. Both of the cam gears. Alright, and then we need to put the timing belt back on. Seems to be fine. We need to put the... Whoops. I'll put the spark plugs back in. Yes, some new spark plugs. In fact, no, those are all spark plugs. Fine. Back you go. What else do we need now? The head cover. And yes, we can screw everything back in. We can put the ignition coils back in. That's the top of the engine done, and then if we pop around here, well, we got to put the timing cover back on. That bit's simple, and then we got to put all the other bits on the side. Thankfully, it doesn't keep track of every screw. Yeah, water pump goes back in. We can put an idler. The pulley. Did we need the other... Well, does the belt go back on yet? Guess it will. Then we need the tensioner opposite the idler. Fine. And was there one more part? I've got a feeling there was supposed to be another part around here somewhere, but maybe not. Well, we'll soon find out if I look at my inventory. Cam gear. Yes. We need the other gears. Part mount mode. So you're mounted. Where's the other belt? There it is. Is that everything now? Everything else is broken, so I'm guessing all that's done. Yep, looks like it is. And we just need to change the oil, so, in fact, I believe... see what the ceiling's like. Up you go. Let's change the oil, move it underneath the car lifter, once that's... Why can't I move it underneath the car lifter? Helps if we lift the car up. No, you still won't let me do anything until... Yeah. It's a shame it doesn't respond on the fly, but never mind. We need to... Nope, I don't want to do that. I want to use the equipment. Empty all the oil out. Move that back where it belongs. Bring everything down. And once it's down, we can refill the oil. Okay, let's hope I don't overfill it. And... yeah, that'll do. Okay. Are we done? Finish order. We spent $910. We got $2,200 out of it. Easy money. Alright, what are you going to give us next? Anything more complicated? No, normal orders. Normal orders? Okay, so car is hard to control, sloppy car steering. So it looks like it's going to teach us each of these systems separately, and we'll see where we go from there. So I suppose it doesn't really matter which one we actually pick here. No, let's go back to the M3. We've done an M3 before. We get things situated, and we'll see what we go from there. Okay, so we've got our new car up on its stand, and, well, let's have a look at the car status. Car is hard to control. Yeah, its sway bars are broken, its outer tie rods are broken, and one of the inner tie rods are broken. So we can take a look at that. If we go to overview mode, we've got the sway bars, and we've got the tie rods, and there's one on that side. There is, let's take a look again. Yep, we got one on this side. We need to look at... I don't think we have anything at the back anyway, because all this, presumably this is just front wheel drive. So let's actually take a look at this. We're gonna have to take the tires off. Okay, so we got the wheels off, not the tires. Don't want to take the tyres off the wheels. I'm taking the tyre off this side and the sway bar. And probably should look at this side as well. Let me just double check the overview. So we're going to take that sway bar off and this here. So let's, whoops. Let's just go to that suspension. We're going to take you off. Not that I probably want to do this in real life. Some of these parts are under high tension and I don't know which ones because I'm not a mechanic. So I probably wouldn't want to actually do this until I figured which ones were. There we go. There's the inner tie rod. I think that's everything. So we're going to need lots of bits and pieces. Let's pop out of here. And let's take the status. So 2 outer tie rods, an inner tie rod, and sway bar front end link A. Okay. Sway bar. Sway bar front end link A. We need 2 of those. And we want some tie rods. Was it 2? I think it was 1 inner and 2 outer. If I get it wrong, we're going to lose some money, but no problem. Quite cheap components by comparison to the last job. And let's put these things back together. So in the suspension, we can go into part mount mode. And then if we go around here, we can probably put the outer tie rod in place. Okay, and I want to focus on the shock. There we go. And on this side, we need the full tie rod, don't we? Inner and outer. So let's take a look at this side and mount mode. We're going to need something to connect it to first. Put you on. And on this side, the outer tie rod. And then we want the... that's on this side. There we go. Sway bar. You're on. Okay. And now I can just mount the wheels back again. One. I wish I could right click to get out of this mode. It's really annoying. Ah! Keep have to use escape to get out of it. Okay. Part mount. Pop back in. And on we go. Good? Yeah, good. Alright, are we now fixed? Car status. Everything is done. We spent $130. We got 192. That's awful. That's terrible. Okay, next order. Now we got story order. Okay, so back to story. I'm a master behind the steering wheel in games. Now I've got a real machine and I'll show the disbelievers what I can do on a real road. So please do something with these rims because they slow me down. And also I think something's not right with the engine. It's making a strange banging noise. Ah, dear. Okay. A strange banging noise. It sounds like, it sounds like a mechanic's nightmare. Yeah, there's sort of an occasional little odd noise coming from somewhere on the front end of the car. Okay, so we can also look at the skills we can increase. So we can install and remove parts faster, we can walk around faster, or we can get a discount at the shops. I think I want to install... Yeah, I want to install and remove faster, so that will be good. And let's see what we can do about this one. Let's just move you over to the car lifter. Oh my. Oh my god. Those aren't alloys anymore. They're iron oxide, which is strange if they're alloys, but okay. Okay. overview mode. Am I going to get any clues from this other than all of the wheels are shot? Doesn't look like it, does it? Okay, let's see what the status says. And we haven't discovered anything. Fine, so let me do the quick bits first, which is getting rid of the wheels and sorting the wheels out. You don't need to see that on camera, you've seen me doing it before. Then we'll get on to looking at the engine. Okay, so all of the wheels are back in good condition. They're back on the car. Much nicer. Brand new alloys. And now I guess we've got to look at the rest of the car. So there's a banging noise somewhere up front here, so obvious points in anything that moves. Start with the front of the car and move on in. So radiator fan housing. Can we go to overview mode in here? Examine mode. Can it be examined by electronic meter? Yeah, why don't we just take it off? Okay. And the radiator itself shouldn't have any banging noises. You would have thought, wouldn't you? Because it doesn't actually do any motion. So let's just take a look at that. Have we discovered any of the parts? Okay, so the radiator fan housing fan is one of them. Fine. So we better go and fix that, or at least buy a new one. Nope, not wheels. Radiator fan housing. Which part is it that's broken then? It's the fan housing fan. Not sure what it's called. Radiator fan housing fan, but apparently that's what the problem is. And it's just, wow, $70 part for that's going to be plastic, surely. Although I suppose if the motor's in there, yeah, I'll let it off of that. And we want to go back into looking at the cooling system. Mount this back on. Okay, what have we got left? We've got 4 more parts to find. So let's hope it's not somewhere deep in the engine. Let's go for the timing again, shall we? And see if that helps. So we've got the timing cover. And let's take a look. Are any of these conditioned? Let me see if we go into examine mode. No, it doesn't seem like we can. So let's start taking bits off then. Okay. Parts unmount mode. Let's take off the belts. And although that looks really bad, so I assume that's one way we're supposed to be able to tell. So the idler as well looks horrible, although that is usually idlers are rubber, aren't they? I'm not sure how rubber can rust, but okay. Any of those parts? That's all of the parts. Okay, so both belts, serpentine belt A and B, and idler roller A and belt tensioner. Okay, serpentine belts. Serpentine, whichever you want to say. Serpentine belt A. We got one of those. And serpentine belt B. I just want the regular kind. You want an idler? Was it A or B? What have we got that's broken? A belt tensioner and idler roller A. Okay. $20 and the tensioner. Only one version of that. Alright, let's go and fit this back on the car then. Should be quite an easy one. If this is everything, and it looks to be anyway. So we want the... whoops, we're going to put them back in the part mount mode. And the idler can go back on. And the belt can go back on. Tensioner. And then the other belt. And we're done. Are we done? Looks to be done. Okay, so we got $790 we spent, and we got $1,500 out. Now, one thing I did notice, and something that is in here, is every time we do a story mission, we get a case. Not sure what they are. Haven't opened one. But we can open one just by clicking on it and saying, yes, we want to open it. Case content. Is this a loot box? Am I looking at a loot box system? Quality of... Okay, so we get ignition coil, single overhead cam, catalytic converter, and rim classic 05. So presumably they just accrue in our inventory. Not sure why quality 1 matters. That's something we need to look at. Let's go to the other case. Loot box opening. I'm not sure if I like this. Quality +2. Okay. Wheel hub bearing. Okay. The camshaft and ignition distributor. Okay. Like those. I guess we could sell them. Interesting. I'm not going to for now, just in case. Knowing this, we probably need to use them in something. And do we have any more story missions? No, normal orders. I'm going to do those off camera, or at least some of them. Oh well, I'm not going to show the rest of the job. I just thought that this is a very, I guess, compact car with quite a simple engine. I took the air filter out and the fuel filter, but the oil filter is something that we haven't taken out before, so I just thought I'd put this on camera. It's normally on the back of the engine block, and that means we've got to go underneath to get at it. And in here, I guess it should be right about there. Do I need to just select the engine? Will you let me select the engine? It's right there, I can see it. Why can't I select... there we go. We can just select the suspension and get it from there. Fine. Okay, so we want an oil filter. Let's just check the status for the car. So yeah, oil filter, I3, air filter and fuel filter. And so with a couple more non-story missions, we've got an experience bonus, which I got an achievement in Steam for. And now, we can expand our garage. We can add a test path and a repair bench. Both good. Okay. Have you expanded? It's magic. There's an extra room. This is not what I was expecting. I was expecting to have to move, but okay. So we've got a repair bench. Fine. And what's the test path? Okay, this is a test path. Or a rolling road, I think we call it in the UK. Alright, so we can path test a car. Good. Seems like a bit of a... You know, I probably expect something else to be expanded before getting one of those, but... You know, like a second car lift, maybe? More employees? Yeah. Maybe I'm just being fussy. So what can we do now? Are we going to get something probably that that uses that particular thing? We got a story order here. So when driving through the city, I didn't notice a speed bump. Please check the front suspension because I have an impression something isn't right. So almost as if we had something that could test the suspension. If we move this to the test path, can we then use that to examine the suspension? You'd hope so. Can I do that from here? Oops. Yes. Okay, I have to drive this manually. Press and hold the brake. Place the rear wheels on the brake tester. Press and hold the brake. Well, this is pretty good. They're all pretty good. Let's take a look at the suspension. Roll it forward a little bit more. And there we go. That's fine. The front suspension is gone and shot. How about the rear suspension? Shake, shake, and they're fine. Okay. The front shocks are gone. The front shock absorber cap and the suspension arm are also shot. Brake calipers just on the kind of yellow-green border. Okay, so we need to go and get some front shock absorbers, some lower suspension arms, and front shock absorber caps. Let me go and grab those from the shop, and you can come back once I've got all the parts. Okay, and we started removing bits. It seems to be just fine with the... it seems to be just fine with all of this just suspended from the axle with no support whatsoever. Fine. It's a game. Let's just put the new front shock absorber on. In fact, no, I need front shock absorber A. I thought I had one. Did I not? Maybe I bought the wrong part. Front shock absorber A. Yes. That's exactly what should be put on. Let's just... What did I just take off then? There's lower suspension. Okay. Front shock absorber A. Where did the old one go? Did I take off one that was okay? That would be really annoying if that's the case. Okay, let's put them back on. Everything's fine. Why do I only get the choice of one that's 34%? Is that because the spring's fine, but the absorber A and the absorber caps? I need to change. Oh, I'm going to need to take the whole thing apart, and I can't just put it back on as is. Where there's a spring puller around here somewhere. Is that you? Yeah. Separate parts. Yep. These things, in real life, these things just terrify me. Just the idea of that spring coming out of the spring puller. At high speed, yes, I don't really want to do that. So we got the front shock absorber and the front spring and the absorber cap. Okay, we can put that back together. Good. Yeah, I don't like spring pullers. They freak me out. Let's put this back together. And no items to work with. Yes, there are. Unless I'm not taking it back off the spring puller. Yeah, of course not. Take parts. I should have this spring now. Why? Where's my spring? Where is it? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. I was just going to nip the button wrong. Let's try again, shall we? There we go. Will you go back on? You will. Good. And then we needed the lower arm. We need a new lower arm. With some rubber bushings. Right there. Again, if you're any of you mechanics and you know which parts here are high tension that shouldn't really be taken off anything like this, please do comment. Because I haven't got a clue. And I'm not going to do the suspension on my own car. Okay, so suspension. We can see the parts here that are shot because of the examination that we did. So that's all good. And let's take this off as well. And then go down a little bit. We need to take the sway bar off. And the front shock can now come off, at least in this game. Yeah, there really should be some bolts at the top of that, holding it to the actual rest of the car. Let's separate this out. Don't question the game. Do not question the game. And yeah, you see that's compressing. I don't like it. Take parts, put it back together. Yep. That's letting it out. And okay. Can we get everything back on? Hopefully we can. The suspension, let's part mount 1 and 2, and then what else can we do? We got the tire, the sway bar back on. That's not great, to be honest. Is that listed in the car? Okay, so sway bar front end link A is actually mentioned. Okay, let me go and replace those. Sway bar. And it's on both sides, front end link A, so I'm going to need 2 of them. Yeah, and let's just replace this while we're here. Oh, I've not actually refitted it yet. Huh. Okay, let's go into part mount mode. That wouldn't have worked. And the other side, hopefully. And there. Go, you get fitted. Alright, what have we got left? We've got lots more parts. I was kind of hoping that was, yeah. Please check the front suspension because I have an impression that something's not right. Well, we have checked the front suspension. What else isn't right? Okay, our overview mode doesn't really give us much information, or at least not more to help. So I guess we can have a look just by eye. That tie rod looks wrong. So does this. So does the actual axle. Yeah. Okay. So this was damaged. This was damaged, and this was damaged. That's the only things holding the wheel onto the car. What? Yeah. Okay. So why do I still have a wheel? Let's go and take the axle off. What does it let me? Will it let me take it off? Yeah, it will. Good. And let's go and have a look on this side. We'll take the axle off as well. And there we go. By magic, we can just take axles off like no one's business. Probably the tie rods. And the inner tie rod. And on this side, tie rod's shot as well. Looks it. Yep, that's right. We can tell damage by how rusty it is. Yeah. All cars underneath, unless they're damaged, they have no rust whatsoever. They're entirely rust-free, just perfect, like they came out of the showroom. Yeah. Alright, so we've discovered a bunch more parts. Let's go and check that out. We want the tie rods. And we want the axles. Which axles do we have? The axles. Where are you? Can I just not see them on the screen? Front drive axle C. Front drive axle C, we want 2 of them. And we want tie rods. 2 of each. Yeah, there we go. And hopefully that should all go back together now. Suspension. Refit everything. The axle can go back in. And popping around this side by magic, we can just put on the tie rods and tie rod ends. And side, same thing. Axle going in. Inner tie rod. Yep, and the outer one. Alright, what do we have left? We've got lower suspension arm is still broken. I replaced the lower suspension arms. Oh, did I not put it back? I didn't put it back. Yeah, let's put you all back. Must have done it on the other side and not on this side. Fair enough. Okay, everything's fixed. We're not getting any money until we fix everything, however. We've got 2 more parts to go. And looking at the engine from the top, yeah, there's an obvious candidate. I assume, anyway. Just by, you know, the rust approach. Let's take off the fan housing and take off the radiator. And is that it? Or we found all the parts? Radiator A and radiator fan housing B. Okay. Radiator A, $200. That's actually about the right price. And there we go. Fit this back in. There we go. Are you done? All done. We get $700 profit there or thereabouts. We get to finish the order. Car is incomplete. There's rim Classic O2 missing from the car. Yeah, I took the wheels off. It's fine, it's fine. I know I didn't put them back on. I mean, the customer doesn't really need the tyres. But, you know, who needs tyres and wheels and things? Yeah. There we go. Nice and new, and on the other side as well. Oops. There we go. On you go. I think if I do more episodes of this, I'm going to stay with the story missions because they are, I guess, fixed things that you have to fix rather than just random stuff. So at least if you're playing through yourself, you get an idea of what you need to fix on each story mission. I think that's now done. Are you done? I think so. Okay, so did we get another case to open? Oh, no more loot boxes. No more loot boxes. See what this does to you when you actually get loot boxes. Normal, 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 normal. Okay, so we're not going to do any of those on camera, I don't think. Can I actually get any more skills opened yet? I don't have any skill points. Okay, I'm probably just going to need to get more money then. So I think that's a good point to leave it there. Next episode, it's about half an hour, so next episode, we'll see if we can get more expansions to the garage. In fact, let's see what's... or the garage, if you want to say it that way. What's next up? We've got odds of successfully repairing things. So things like bodywork, we can take that repair thing on the side, the big table, essentially a welding table, I assume. Tire tread tester. Okay, we can check the condition of the tires. Fine. Examine 3 parts when seeing a car for the first time. Okay. Unlocks the tablet, allows you to shop for parts anywhere in your garage. You can use it from the pie menu over pressing T. Okay, what we really want is, I guess, this one. So we're probably not going to get the next episode, but it gives you another car lift, a warehouse, and another parking spot to your garage. Pretty good. Yeah, I think that's good for now. Okay, hope you enjoyed the episode. Feel free to give it a thumbs up, and next time we'll see what we can do and get some more story missions out of the way, and hopefully some more complex problems. Thanks for watching.